everyone, welcome back. Today I'll be doing a review of Nevermore by Creagh. This is a YA paranormal romance. It has a lot of focus sort of on Edgar Allan Poe stories, the great Poe. For that, I almost felt like I wanted to do this review with the lights turned down and like candlelight just to set the right mood, but I can't do that and I don't have any candles. So the best I could do was I wore this shirt. Now, I say that because when I saw this shirt in a shop, I instantly thought of my favorite author, Edgar Allan Poe. And I will show you a picture of it, and you'll kind of get an idea why. So yeah, totally made me think of the poem The Raven when I saw it. I just thought it was super cool. So I'm going to wear it for the review. That's the best I can do for setting the mood. Anyway, so Nevermore by Creagh. This is, like I said, a YA paranormal romance, but the first half of it reads very much just like a typical YA contemporary novel. It's focuses on Isabel. She's a cheerleader. She hangs out with her gang, as she calls them, which consists of her best friend Nikki, her fellow cheerleaders, and her boyfriend Brad, who's like the star of the football team. Now, during the course of school, she's in English class, and it's nearing Halloween, and her English teacher's a big fan of Halloween and everything, and he decides to come up with a project for the students that they're going to do focus on a dead author of their choice. And he's going to choose who they'll be partnered with. So, much to her mortification, she's partnered up with the freaky goth boy on the other side of the room by the name of Aaron Nethers. Now, the way she describes what she's heard about him in the book is, there were rumors that he sometimes talked to himself, that he practiced witchcraft, had an evil eye tattooed on his left shoulder blade. Can you see that? That he lived in the basement of an abandoned church, that he slept in a coffin, that he drank blood. Yeah, just... he's typical goth guy, dark hair, really sullen, quiet. She will later come to learn that he's obviously none of these things. He's just kind of quiet, a little shy. But, the initial meeting doesn't go very well. They're both kind of guarded with each other. He writes his phone number on her hand and takes off saying, call me before 9 and we'll, make arrangements to do this project. And, her boyfriend Brad finds out, that he, marked his girlfriend, and he's not thrilled that, this guy is going to be working with his girlfriend and everything. So he kind of does the bullying act, shoves him against some lockers. Isabel sees this, and she's not happy with Brad about, his behavior. As the story progresses later on, they are celebrating after the football game, and the gang, her gang, decides to take her out to an ice cream shop that they've never really been to. It's kind of far out of the way, and she's wondering why they picked this one. Turns out that's where Varen works, and they proceed to trash the place. This just flips Isabel out, and she's furious with them all, and throws them all out, stays and helps Varen clean up the place. And during that time, they kind of get closer, they talk, and kind of get to know each other a little bit better. And the next day, it's sort of like her gang is now sort of shunning her in the cafeteria. They don't want her by the table, they don't want to talk to her, they turn their backs on her. She looks over by Varen, and he's just staring straight ahead. He's, not paying attention to her whatsoever. Now she's just, super upset, because now she's kind of lost between two worlds, the world where her friends are, and with this new guy she was just talking to and just had a conversation with him. Why is he being like this? And so she goes off by herself, and there's about this point in the story where a new friend kind of comes in by the name of Gwen. I really like this character. She's really funny. And just super good friend, I think, that she needed at that moment. But like I said, this first part of the story is pretty much just the contemporary feel to it. They are struggling to kind of work together and partner, and he gives her a book not unlike this one, Complete Tales of Edgar Allan Poe. At one point she's pissed off and throws it in the trash can and then has to go back and get it for reasons you find out in the story. One time while they're working together, she comes across a notebook that Varen has, and inside there's this really beautiful purple handwriting, not unlike this title on the cover, and you see a lot of that in the design of this book here as well. It's hidden in the background, and it's all stories that Varen has created from his own imagination, and this plays a very important part throughout the story. A lot of paranormal twists start to kind of come into it. She starts to see strange creatures. There's one mysterious cloaked figure in a black fedora hat and cape by the name of Reynolds. As the story goes, you're not even sure kind of if he's on the good side or the bad side? Is he there to help her? He tells her some things about Varen, but there's so much that you just don't know. It's like just as much as you think you get to know the character, you're still left wondering, who is he? You know, what's going on with this story? A lot of other weird things. I don't really want to go into too much detail and ruin the surprises for you, but there's this kind of, the villain of the piece, you might say, is a character by the name of Pinfeathers. I thought he was awesome. Super creepy whenever he was in the storyline, or the creatures that kind of follow him and listen to his commands. Oh, they were just awesome. This is a debut novel by the author Kelly Creagh. It's been out for a while, so this is obviously a late review, but it's the first time I've gotten around to reading it. Let's see, it's put out by Simon & Schuster, published in 2010, so it has been out for about 3 years. And there is a sequel entitled In Shadow, which I definitely plan on jumping right into. I definitely recommend this one. It was just fantastic. I love the characters. It's got an excellent cliffhanger. I can't wait to find out what happens. And the characters, like I said, Varen was really, really interesting. A lot more than just what he appears on the surface. But then again, you're left with so many questions about him still. And this is an excellent design for a cover as well, because if you look at the two characters, you have Isabel and Varen on here. She's wearing this pink dress, which you kind of see continued on the back with the bow and everything. He's wearing like this green army type jacket. All of this is mentioned in the storyline, including like the black or the purple kind of handwriting, fancy script handwriting. The only thing missing is his lip ring, which he has. Yeah, it was beautiful, beautiful design to it, but an excellent story. It's about quite a few pages. I was trying to read this for Booktubeathon, but didn't stand a chance. It's well over 500 pages. Well, I can't tell because it's got a couple other things at the end here. But definitely recommend this one. I give this 5 stars, and I'm going to go and buy the sequel as soon as possible. So thanks for watching.